angle.
Good evening and welcome to the news on Flip. I'm Christian Chuku. Let's take a look at some of the headlines. Wike appeals to Buhari to publish names of governors guilty of local government fund theft. On Labour Party crisis, Labour Party suspend Okupe 10 others. Also breaking news, trouble for Niger Delta State as federal government make public funds allocated from oil. Women groups write Malami to probe Aisha Buhari, and vigilante rescue woman from abductors in Anambra State. Let's take a look at the news in detail. Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has appealed to President Muhammadu Buhari to publish the names of governors tampering with local government funds. Nyesom Wike made this plea today while commissioning a project in Port Harcourt. In his words, when I was chairman of Obiakpo local government, Dr. Peter Dili was and never tampered with our funds, so I have no reason to tamper with local government funds, and I plead with President Buhari to publish the names of governors tampering with local government funds. The governor also claimed that none of the G5 governors in the People's Democratic Party has ever touched local government allocations. He then challenged the president to name the governors who tamper with local government allocations. However, the president had at an event on Thursday alleged that some states' governors divert allocation to local government councils sent from the federation account. He also accused the governors of making the council bosses sign undertakings for money not received and agreeing to have received the full donation. Still on the Labour Party crisis, the Labour Party in Ogun State on Thursday expelled the Director General of the party's Presidential Campaign Council, Doyin Okupe, over alleged non-financial membership status, high-handedness, and financial recklessness. Okupe was expelled along 10 other members accused of breaching the party's constitution. The state chairman of the party, Michael Ashade, disclosed this in Abeokuta, the state capital, saying that the expelled members had allegedly breached the Labour Party constitution. Ashade, flanked by the National Publicity Secretary of the party, Abayomi Arabambi, and the State Secretary, Feishola Michael, said Okupe ceased to be the party member after his failure to meet the mandatory constitutional requirements to fulfill membership status. He said Okupe, having failed in the payment of his membership dues for the last 6 months of joining the party, has forfeited his membership of the party and is no longer fit and competent to continue to act as the DG of the Presidential Campaign Council. Ashade said Okupe and 10 others have run foul of the Article 9, Sub-Article 3, Sub-3 and Article 9, 310 of the LP Constitution and thereby ceased to be party members. On the Niger Delta, the federal government has released details of oil derivation refunds made to Niger Delta states amidst a growing controversy that the funds had been misused by some governments in the region. The federal government said in a statement Friday that the 9 oil-producing states received a total of 625.43 billion naira, 13% oil derivation subsidy, and Shore P fund refunds from the federation account between 2021 and 2022. The refunds date from 1999 to 2021. It is the first public confirmation that huge amounts of money had been paid to the government of the Niger Delta State. Governors in the region have since come under pressure to disclose the amounts they received and how they spent them. While some have released the figures allocated, none except the Rivers governor has tied the refunds to specific projects delivered. The Niger Delta comprises Abia, Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Delta, Edo, Rivers, Ondo, Imo, and Cross River states. The states receive oil derivation funds monthly and are some of the richest states in the country. Still on Aisha Buhari, over 250 women organizations in Nigeria under the aegis of Feminist Manifesto have described as unacceptable in a civilian regime the arrest, assault, and continued detention of 2 citizens who were said to have criticized the First Lady Aisha Buhari. The two victims currently being held by government agencies. 23-year-old final year student of the Department of Environmental Management and Toxicology, Federal University of Dushe, Aminu Mohammed, and former social media aide to the First Lady, Zainab Kasim. Mohammed was arrested and beaten by security officers on November 8, 2022 for a tweet that allegedly mocked Aisha Buhari. Whole family members, friends, and even a lawyer have not been able to access him. Zainab Kashim, the former social media aide to Aisha Buhari, was said to have also beaten and arrested. The convener of the manifesto, Dr. Abiola Akiyode Falabi, expressed these views in the petition to the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami, dated December the 1st, obtained by journalists in Abuja on Friday, demanded their immediate release and investigation of the assault. And lastly, our vigilante group has rescued a woman who was abducted from her workplace by unknown gunmen in Anambra State. The woman was said to be at her workplace when the yet-to-be-identified assailants invaded the place and captured her. But while on their way to the Ozubulu area, Newe Central of the state, they ran into the men of the vigilante group who rescued the victim from her captors. The incident happened late Thursday. While recounting her ordeal, the victim, in a video circulating online, narrated how the assailants stormed her office and forcibly ordered her into their car, but fortunately for her, help came from the vigilantes. With that, we've come to the end of the news on Flip. I'm Chris and Chico. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.